Daniel 2:26 begins with Ane Malka Va'amar La Daniel, and that brings us up to the Zakev Katon. Now we've seen this pattern of he answered and said using participles. The subject is the king. And so it's the king answered and said to Daniel, and then we have this relative, which is going to explain who Daniel is. His name was Belteshazzar, and that brings us up to the Atnach. So second line, we have the yes, no question particle, we have the existential particle, and then the second person masculine singular suffix pronoun. There is a difference of kativ kare in spelling, and really the difference here centers on that yod. The yod is actually the expected form for the existential particle, shifting us over to the use of the type 2 suffix pronouns, as I call them in Biblical Aramaic for biblical interpreters. So it's just a spelling difference there. Continuing on, this word is a pa'al, participle masculine singular. And that's followed by this infinitive, where it was lamed preposition, hey, and then here's the first person common singular ending. This is the yod dalet ayin verbal root. So what we have with that existential particle at the beginning is the subject of a nonverbal clause expressed in the suffix pronoun. So, are you, and here we have able to cause me to know. Cause me to know what? The dream. And then here we're going to have a relative explaining the dream, which I saw, and its interpretation. So altogether, the king answered and said to Daniel, who, his name was Belteshazzar, are you able to cause me to know the dream that I saw and its interpretation? And we just want to say before we leave here, the last time we saw the dream was from the mouth of the king in Daniel 2:9. The king is always bringing up about the dream. It seems like everyone else, according to the narrator, is always talking about the interpretation. The king wants both.